Facebook propaganda is the gift that keeps on giving. And honestly, my general page is full of telling me, hey, Greenpeace has said. We don't need the news about the heat this week to tell us how bad things already are. Honestly, the level of bullshittery on steroids. Honestly, I speak to people in the matter a difference in 15 miles, and they're like, so is it sunny there? I'm like, no, it's pissing with rain, blah, blah, blah. It's normal life. There's some places sunny, other places no, blah, blah, blah. If anything, how many times do you see the situation where it looks, hey, this is a bloody promising day, look at the sun there, hey. And half an hour later, after the fucking shit show is sprayed across the skies, oh wait, what the fuck? Gone. Ah, but Scott, look at all the videos you could see, you know, blah, blah, blah. Look, I was looking at this propaganda by the Daily Mail. This one's for you, Slurpy Dave. Scott, are you slagging the Daily Mail off? Obviously, Dave, you haven't known me long enough. Believe me, right from the start I was slagging the Daily Mail off. But it had a phenomenal comment section. That's changing by the day based on AI. I mean, think about this, right? And I'll give you an example. British Airways pilot who drove 200 miles in his Mercedes to rape, not grape. Let's stop this nonsense, by the way, with YouTube. Oh, I'll just change my words because at least that way it will get through YouTube. No, how about everybody just don't change their words? It wasn't graping, it was the raping, yeah? Honestly, anybody goes along with that, they're cocks. They're just cuckolding the language. They're just taking away its potency. The potency is in the detail. It's another way of minimizing the reality of it. You know, what subliminal thing, you know, grape, oh, I meant rape, but not really. And what's most people thinking? Grapes. And, oh, I get it, because they've had to say this because of blah, blah. Oh, just stop it. Seriously. You're bloody grown adults. Yeah? It's astounding what you can get to see on YouTube. You know. But God forbid the word sex or the word fuck or, you know what I mean? Oh, this is going to get a lot of views. Yeah? We've really got to grow up about this. Stop it. And stop calling them grooming gangs. They're rape gangs. That was what it was. So a despicable British Airways pilot who drove hundreds of miles in his Mercedes in order to sexually abuse a 12-year-old girl after grooming her via social media has today been jailed. But remember, what better way to validate? Look, it's for the children under 16. But ultimately, it's about everybody. And then if you don't like what you're hearing out of them, bang, sorry. Your online privileges have gone. And they get there by, you know, these scumbags as examples. But this got 51 comments. It was allowed. What was the newest one? 6 hours ago. Right? We're talking about the summer that melted Britain, right? And honestly, when I looked at the overview of the general page of the Daily Mail, right, and you went down to it before you opened it, it was the way it was worded. And that's been changed as well. Oh, here we go. The summer Britain melted. Heat crazed. Ladybirds attacked humans in swarms. Humans in swarms, for a start, would be people. Yeah? But when you look at, like, it's the reason why you get people to do crosswords, is get them to subliminally take on board the, you know, think about different angles. So the subliminal is heat crazed sex. People go, it's pretty weak, Scott. Yeah, I get it. All the rest of it. But, I mean, look at the imagery as well. But let's get to it. So they've had this. Yeah, could you imagine how many comments would be in the comment section? You know, how many, right? All the way through this propaganda bollocks, yeah? You'd imagine a lot of people would make comments there. In the, how many hours? At the very least 6 hours, yeah? Now 7. 1 comment. 1 comment. Because it's so important to an agenda. And then think about climate lockdowns. It was talked about a few years ago because the people at large proved that they were that gullible they'd be stay indoors. Remember, lockdowns. Like quite literally called it lockdowns. They dictated to you how long you could be out of a building. All the rest of it. And then on top of that, had you most people like idiots out there with pots and pans for the NHS. And anybody, God forbid, that went into these hospitals at the time only to find them almost empty, you know. But yeah, the heat is no longer an invitation to go outside. It is a warning to stay indoors. That's Greenpeace UK. You should be asking them, I mean, believe me, a lot of people are like, really? Go away with your doom and gloom. The sun is our friend, not our enemy. 241 thumbs up, blah, 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 etc., etc. But yeah, talk about the summer of 76. Can you imagine what proportion of the population be like, I was there, and be assured it was not what the fuck you're writing here, by and large. 1 comment was allowed with this AI in 7 hours. I even looked for worst rated. Still the same comment. 1 comment was allowed. Anything. The last thing they'll ever want to tell you is the truth. Because the truth stands on its own.